Hey guys, I'm Evan Metz. I used to struggle with bad anxiety, and I've learned personal growth and spiritual growth techniques that have helped me feel more life, more love, more peace, and I make videos to help you guys do the same. So today I want to talk about anxiety as being a real estate agent, right? And how we can shift that and transform that to feel more peace, more love, and get better results in our profession. So a little background on myself. I've been a real estate agent for about 5 years now. I do commercial real estate. I've had great success in it, made a good amount of money, created great relationships, and it's been a beautiful process growing. And for a lot of you guys that do real estate agent work, you know that it could be a stressful or anxiety provoking profession, because a lot of this is out of our control, right? Like, you have a big deal that you're working on and you're working with a buyer and a seller, and at the end of the day, you put out an offer and you don't know if it's gonna go through or not, or there's an issue with title, or there's an issue with this, that, or the other, and there's so many unknown factors that can come up, and a lot of it is out of your control. And so I'm sure a lot of people, I've been there before, you can sit in this place of anxiety and fear and waiting for the buyer to respond, right? Or the seller to respond, or for the environmental report to come back, or these factors are out of your control. And you could spend days waiting for these responses in a state of fear, in a state of just not feeling great. And so something that really helps with that is actually utilizing that waiting period, utilizing that non-response, whether it's on a deal or whatever it is, to utilize that as your opportunity to grow. That is the way that you are going to find more peace and find more presence in your life. Now, how do you do that? Well, let's say you are working on a deal and it's coming down to the finish line, and you put out this offer, and maybe you have $50,000 or $100,000 riding on the line, right? On a response from someone. Now, when those feelings come up, just be aware of those feelings. There's nothing in your control. There's nothing that you can do in this time period to make the thing go a different way. So why sit there and wait and worry, right? So become aware of the fear that is in your body. Become aware of the thoughts of, oh my God, is this gonna work? Oh my God, am I gonna, be able to pay my mortgage? Am I gonna be able to, feed? Am I gonna be able to do all this? Become aware of the not feeling in your stomach. Become aware of everything that's going on, the sensations in your thought, the sensation in your mind. And when your mind comes back, you're like, hey, you have to, this is terrible. Just be aware of that too. Be aware of the talking back and forth in your mind, and just watch it and observe it. And watch your stomach, and watch all the feelings inside of yourself. And actually, when you watch the feelings, when you watch the thoughts in a meditative state, those feelings dissipate. Those feelings go away, and you feel a much greater sense of peace. And what you'll come to realize, what you come to understand, is that sense of peace is greater than anything you can get in this entire world. Because that's really what we're looking for at the end of the day. The reason why we want the money, the reason why we want all these things, is because we want that sense of security. We want that sense of peace. And the thing is, once you close that deal, and you pay your expenses and you do all that, well, then you're just going to go and do it again. You need to go and continue to broker another deal and this, and it can create this perpetual sense of fear, this perpetual sense of anxiety, because it's one after the next. The next deal, the same thing's going to happen. And at the end of the day, what you're really looking for is that security and that peace. So give yourself that security and that peace. This is going directly to the source, which is when that thing comes up, when that unknown thing out of your control comes up in your life, that is the opportunity. That is the way that you get that peace in your life that you're actually looking for. And the way to do that is just through observation. Observe the thoughts. Observe the emotions. Really observe it and let it go. And each time it comes up, because it's not just a one-time thing and you're done with it, it'll continue to come up, and you continue to practice this skill and get better at it and get better at it. And just talking from my own personal experience, this is the thing that's brought me the most joy and fulfillment in my entire life. I feel more peace, more love, more gratitude, and I've made more money because of it. Because I feel that love, and I can act out of love. I can act out of peace because I've transformed that within myself. And so, again, when that comes up, that fear that you come up, that is the way. That is the way to transcend into peace and feel more love. So get excited the next time that comes up and you're like, holy shit, this is a big deal. This is out of my control. Holy shit, I feel so much fear. Feel grateful, feel love, because that is the way that you're going to transcend and feel more peace. And so I'm going to point you guys to some resources. A couple things. Number one is Letting Go by David Hawkins. Letting Go by David Hawkins, that is the Bible of letting go and this process. Chapters 2 and 3, read that, listen to it, read and listen to it multiple times over and over and over, because that right there has the hidden gem on this letting go technique and how to transcend those emotions. Also, subscribe to the channel. I'll be releasing more specific meditations in the future on how to further utilize these techniques. Or I'll do a 30-minute free private session with you in terms of mentoring. So if you want to just go on my Calendly and sign up for that, and I can dive deeper one-on-one with you as to how to utilize these letting go techniques to shift that fear, shift that anxiety, to feel more love, feel more peace. And all of a sudden great things happen. And you actually increase your likelihood of getting that deal done and doing it with more peace and more love. Or even if that deal doesn't go through, you might just find another opportunity that's even bigger. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me today, and I'll see you on the next video.